Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Karen and I am a macro influencer on Instagram, and I also post content here on YouTube. So last week we talked about the MONAT policies and procedures, the contract, the things that MONAT market partners should be doing or not doing on social media in order to recruit more people into the business or to attract more people into the business. We went over the very interesting terms and policies from sections 1 all the way until section 3. Today, in order to continue with that, we are going to discuss sections 4 all the way through section 10. As we did last time, we are going to pinpoint on the very important things that people need to be aware if they want to join MONAT as an opportunity, as a business opportunity, or if they're thinking about it, or if they're already in MONAT. It's important for you to know about the things that you can do and not do. So grab a pen, grab a pencil, grab a drink, as last time. I am going to grab my green juice that I made homemade. So yeah, it's going to be another informative wild ride. So let's just dig in. So like I mentioned, we are going to start analyzing section 4 all the way until section 10. Section 4 talks about the responsibilities of a market partner. This whole section talks about the things that market partners need to do in order to as part of their responsibilities as market partners. So I am going to be using my anti-blue light glasses because I'm going to be on my iPad screen looking at the notes that I've made and on the contract. So let's begin. Let's begin with section 4.2, specifically section 4.2.1, which talks about training. And this one is very important. Based on the second sentence that I'm going to read, it says market partners must have ongoing contact and communication with the market partners in their marketing organization. So here the word marketing organization refers to your upline. And it basically says here that every market partner needs to be always in contact with their upline. If you become a market partner, don't think that you can just go out there and basically run your own business the way you want to. You always have to touch base with your upline and so on and so forth, because that's just how it works in MONAT. Don't think that you are independent, that you can do things however you want. Everyone needs to receive guidance from the people on top of them, and it's required for MONAT for you to do that. Now going on to section 4.2.3, which talks about ongoing sales responsibilities. And this one was super important because it says, it's a very short section. It says, regardless of their level of achievement, market partners have an ongoing obligation to continue to personally promote sales through the generation of new retail and VIP customers and through servicing their existing customers. So what does this mean? It means that no matter what your level is, no matter what your rank is in MONAT, you always have the obligation, the responsibility to promote sales. You always have to be sharing these little advertisings that they put on social media where they talk about this flash sale is going on, or the opportunity of becoming a MONAT market partner is still on, you need to sign up now, whatever, all that stuff. No matter what rank in MONAT you are, you still have to do that. That's never going to stop. And it's pretty funny because in the corporate world, like, let's say you are an intern and you get hired and you become, I don't know, a supervisor or something. The things that you used to do as an intern, you're never going to do them as a supervisor. So in the case of MONAT, is different because no matter where you rank on the compensation plan, you're always going to be doing the same thing as if you were doing when you were at the very bottom of the compensation plan, of the pyramid. So how is that? I don't know. Like, for me, that's a little bit depressing, because I thought that with MONAT or any other MLM company, the more up you go, the less of the, let's say, peasant responsibilities you're gonna do. But in reality, everybody's doing the same work. Everybody is working towards the same goal. So this is something that's never gonna stop. So it's a little bit sad, but that's just how MONAT works. Now, moving on to section 5, which talks about sales requirements. And section 5.1 talks about product sales. And it says here in the first sentence, the MONAT compensation plan is based on the sale of MONAT products to end consumers. A MONAT market partner is eligible for commissions if 1, the market partner must satisfy the personal volume, and 2, the market partner must satisfy the group volume. So if you're a MONAT market partner, in order for you to get paid, you need to meet 2 criteria. You have to meet your personal volume, which is the amount of money you spend on products for yourself or through your VIP customers, or your group volume, which is the amount of money that you have to spend on products, like as a group if you have a team. So once you meet that, you're eligible to receive your commission checks or your bonuses for that month. Okay, so moving on to sections 5.3, which talks about the MONAT flagship program. So let's see what that program is all about. So MONAT offers a flagship program with automatic monthly delivery of MONAT products to your home address. You agree to 3 flagship deliveries. Each VIP customer are entitled to a 15% discount on all purchases and free shipping on qualified orders. So if you just want to become a VIP customer in MONAT, you're going to receive 15% discount on your purchases and free shipping. And it's basically called the flagship program, which basically you do have to agree in a contract that you are going to purchase, that MONAT is going to automatically deliver to your home address 3 orders of at least $84. So if you think it's a good deal for you, great. If it's not, then it's up to you. Now let's move on to section 6, which talks about bonuses and commissions. So section 6.1 talks about bonuses and the qualification for the bonuses. And it says here that the minimum amount of which MONAT will issue payment is $25. So let's say that you are a market partner and you just started MONAT, but you're still not driving as many sales, or you're not recruiting as many people as you thought you would be. And for the entire month, you only, or for the week, I don't know what their paying cycle is, but if you only made, let's say, $23, then MONAT is not going to pay you for that week or that month, because the minimum amount of money that they can pay you is $25. So for all we know, those paychecks that MONAT market partners are sharing every Friday when they get paid, what you don't know if that paycheck is like for $26, for $35, for $45. We just because the amount on the paycheck is wiped out, we automatically think that it must be a huge amount of money because they're wiping it out, but in reality it could be as low as $25. So something to have in mind. That whole paycheck showing every Friday is a whole psychological game that market partners play with you so that you can be lured into the idea of becoming a market partner as well. It's just a mind trick. It's nothing more than that. Okay, so moving on to section 6.2.1, which talks about returning products. So let's see, what does it say here? It says market partners receive bonuses and commissions based on the actual sales of products to end consumers. If the consumer decides to return the product, the amount of the product will be deducted from the market partners who receive the bonuses and commissions on the sales of the refunded product. So let's say that I am the customer and I order $200 worth of MONAT products. And then I realize that I don't want one of them that costs $50. And I return that $50 product. Once I return it to MONAT, MONAT is going to deduct that amount from the market partner that I am signed in under. And they're gonna deduct that money away from that person, even if they receive the bonus. So now moving on to section 7. Section 7 still talking about returning products and such. And section 7.1 talks about the guarantee of products, and it basically says MONAT offers a 100% 30-day back guarantee satisfaction less shipping charges to all retail customers, VIP customers, and market partners. If I am a customer and I want to return my products, my MONAT products, I can return them, and they're gonna give me my money back, but they're going to deduct the shipping. So if I made a $300 MONAT purchase and the shipping was $15, they're not gonna give me the whole $300. They're only going to give me $285 because they have to deduct the shipping from it. So one of the things that MONAT market partners advertise on social media is that, oh, what do you have to lose? Like, if anything, if you don't like the products, you can just return it and you're going to receive your money back. Yes, you're going to receive your money back, but you're not going to receive your entire money back. They're going to deduct shipping from the purchase. So just be mindful of that. And then section 7.3 talks about still cancellations and what happens and such and such. And it says here that if you are a market partner and upon the cancellation of a market partner's agreement, the market partner may return their starter kit. And the starter kit needs to meet these 3 requirements. It needs to be a starter kit that you personally purchased. It needs to be in resellable conditions. And it needs to be a starter kit that you purchased within 1 year. So let's say that you decided to return your MONAT starter kit. You have to do it within that same year that you signed up. And you also have to return it in a way that MONAT can resell it to other people, which I think is not even possible, because the whole point of you buying MONAT is for you to try the products and open them and use them. And how does MONAT know that you haven't tampered with the products? I don't know, but this is really weird. And then it says market partners will be reimbursed 90% of the net cost of the original purchase price, less shipping charges. Return shipping fees will not be refunded. So if you return your starter kit, if you became a MONAT market partner and you decided, okay, this is not for me, I'm going to return my starter kit, you're going to return it. They're only going to refund you 90% of what the starter kit cost. So don't expect if you purchase a starter kit of $600, don't expect your whole $600 back, because you won't get it. They're going to give you only 90% worth of that $600. Less, they're going to deduct less shipping charges. So how much are you going to end up getting? I don't know. But this is something you really need to be aware of, because a lot of people expect their entire money back, but MONAT doesn't give the entire money back. If you become a market partner, they only give you 90% less the shipping charges. Okay, something new for you to know. Now moving on to section 8, and section 8 talks about dispute resolutions. And basically in this section, MONAT is basically letting market partners know that if there's a problem, they need to resolve the problem within the company itself and not consult with outside people. So let's see what it says. So in section 8.1, that talks about disciplinary sanctions, it says violation of this agreement, duty of loyalty, any illegal, fraudulent, deceptive, or unethical business conduct will have the following corrective measures depending on the level of violation that you made. You can probably get a written warning. You can probably get a corrective measures in which they're going to tell you, okay, don't do it again. You need to correct that, but don't do it again. They can put a fine on you. You can probably lose your rights to receive any bonuses or commissions. You probably will have your market partner agreement account suspended. You can probably lose temporarily or permanently your rank. You could potentially have a portion of your downline removed, and they will put it onto another person, another market partner, which will be a blessing for the other market partner, but not for you. And you can also have a suspension or a termination of your market partner back office, meaning the portal where you run your business in MONAT. So depending on the violation that you make as a market partner, one of these corrective measures are going to be applied to you. So you have to be very careful about the things that you do. Just because you think MONAT is your own business, don't think that you can go out there and do whatever you want. You still have to follow the rules that MONAT puts here in this contract. So be aware. So now moving on to section 8.2, which talks about complaints and what you need to do if you need to file a complaint. And it says here that when a market partner has a grievance or complaint with another market partner, the complaining market partner should first report the problem to his or her sponsor. So if I am a market partner and I see that another market partner is doing something that I think is wrong and is against the policy stated in here in this contract, I cannot go to the other market partner and be like, hey, you're doing that wrong. You could potentially do that, but that's not right. They're telling you here that if this happens, you need to go to that other person's upline, the person that is coaching them, and tell them about the problem so that the coach can tell that person, hey, you're doing this wrong. Please, be careful and stuff like that. So now moving on to section 9, it talks about payment and shipment, which is very basic. It basically says that you have to use a checking account to make purchases, or a credit card to make purchases with MONAT, etc., and that you're going to have to pay taxes and fees and whatever. And then moving on to section 10, which talks about inactivity and cancellation. And I want to point out a very specific section, which is section 10.2, that talks about inactivity. And it says here, market partners who personally produce less than $200 of personal volume for any pay period will now receive a commission for the sales generated through their marketing organization for that period. So what does this mean? This means that if you're a MONAT market partner, and in order for you to get paid commission or bonus for your downline, you have to meet your personal volume, which is $200. What does this mean? A pay period is a calendar month. So in 1 month, every single market partner needs to at least buy for themselves or through their VIP customers $200 worth of MONAT products. If you don't hit that $200 mark of MONAT products in a month, you will not receive any sort of commission or bonus that you are entitled to based on the people that you're training, coaching, and mentoring in your team. It's not that difficult to hit that $200 MONAT worth of products, because MONAT products are very expensive as it is. So it should be very easy for every market partner to hit $200 worth of products every month. So the more VIP customers you have, the higher chance you have to meet your $200 personal volume amount every month. You shouldn't have to worry about that. You should worry about that if you just started MONAT and you haven't recruited anybody into your team. Remember that if you don't recruit anybody, any VIP customers that can make this $200 threshold for you, then you are going to have to purchase $200 yourself out of your own pocket to hit that personal volume requirement every month. And so this is it, guys. We just have analyzed the very important policies and procedures of MONAT, starting from section 4 all the way to section 10. I hope that as the last video as well as this video has been very informative for you and very beneficial. Please share it with anyone you know that is doing MONAT or that is thinking of doing MONAT, because everybody needs to be aware of the advantages and the disadvantages of doing MONAT as a business. It's not all great. And you need to be extremely aware of the things that you are going to encounter if you decide to join MONAT. It's not all rosy like this MONAT market partners want to advertise on social media. You need to be aware of the things that could potentially go wrong for you personally. So I hope that I have been good enough at informing you of the possible things that might go wrong for you personally with MONAT. And yeah, to all the people that do MONAT out there, please read the contract. It's very sad to see market partners doing crazy things and, you know, going against the things that are written here on the contract. It's like, do you even read it? Did you just say agree because you wanted to join the opportunity as fast as possible? Just, if that was your case, that's fine, but at least go back now and make sure that the things and the things that you're saying and the things that you're doing are in compliance with the things that are written here, because you don't want to find yourself in any trouble down the line and jeopardize the thing that you have worked for so hard. So thank you for tuning in with me. If you're new here, if this is your first time being on my channel, please subscribe. It will mean the world to me. And if you've been lingering around here, if you've been watching me for a while now and you still have not subscribed, subscribe, because we have more amazing content coming up. And if you are interested in any specific MLM company that you would like me to explore in more detail, like I'm doing now with MONAT, please drop them down in the comments below and it will be my pleasure to do that for you. Also, if you would like the recipe for my amazing green juice, which I have not even finished because I'm so focused on this, I would probably share it on my Instagram and I will let you guys know when I do. So thank you for watching and I will see you guys on my next video.